Alcohol and substance abuse can be a tough issue to deal with. And here to talk about it today is Jennifer Gilley and Jeff Saparsky with the Treat Texas campaign. And good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Jade.
Explain to us what Treat Texas is all about, what your goal is.
Treat Texas is a coalition of individuals from across Texas. There are thousands of us. We are community leaders, individual citizens, people in recovery, and their families. And we are very concerned that almost 2 million Texans are dealing with drug and alcohol addiction, and less than 6% of those who qualify for services are actually able to receive those state-funded services. Most people would be shocked, Jade, to know that for every dollar that the state spends in shoveling up the wreckage of addiction, less than 2 cents goes to actual treatment. The rest goes to criminal justice, lost education, child welfare, healthcare costs.
And you all are very passionate. You don't want services to be cut. You want spending to be increased.
We do. We see this as the most cost-effective measure. For every dollar that you spend on the front end in treating addiction, $7 are saved. That is a true budget windfall, we think.
And Jeff, you're going through recovery. Can you give us a little bit about your story?
Sure. The hardest part about being in recovery is knowing what services are available to help me out, and to find a support network. I've just started to work with Treat Texas and a local group called Communities for Recovery that works to help us find those resources available to us, because it's not widely known, where I can find help and where I can get pointed in the right direction.
And you believe there are some gaps in the programs right now?
There are gaps, and those gaps are created because of lack of funding. It's absolutely necessary that we bring the state back on track. We need people to go to treattexas.org. We need them to learn the facts. We need them to call the legislators and let them know that clearly in this budget, the most important thing they can do for Texans and their families is to look at this budget and fund treatment services. It's important from the perspective of ending the human suffering involved, and it's incredibly important in terms of our tax dollars in this budget. We have to begin funding treatment.
And Jeff, do you think it'll be enough? I mean, it's tight economy, they're cutting spending. What would you tell lawmakers?
I would just say that for me, getting into treatment has saved a lot of health costs. I had serious health implications because of my addiction. So I used a lot of resources trying to get healthy again. If I can stay healthy, then I don't need those costs to get healthy again. As it was mentioned, I think part of that is just prevention is worth it. It's easier to prevent the problem than to try to fix the problem later on.
Well, it's an important issue, and we'll definitely keep our eye on it. Thanks for your time today, Jennifer and Jeff.
Jay, thank you.
Appreciate it.